Yeah.
You think you know the road I've been walking. You say that once I go, I can't turn back around. But if you read between the lines, you think I'm crossing. You'll find the sacrifices were what I found. I had a husband, but something was always missing. The storm rolled into town, the sirens spread the word. So don't call me crazy, 'cause I don't need your blessing. I've compromised enough on love, now it's my turn. So light me up, yeah, you love to watch me burn. In the middle of the city square, chanting righteous prayers I'll never learn. As the smoke blows higher, high above the trees, I'm sure you'll make a fine example of what's left of me. It must be easy looking down on helping sinners. You hide behind your picket fence and cast your stones. I found happiness, bliss, amidst the whispers. And even if it kills me, I refuse to let it go. So light me up, yeah, you love to watch me burn. In the middle of the city square, chanting righteous prayers I'll never learn. As the smoke blows higher, high above the trees, I'm sure you'll make a fine example of what's left of me. And it takes guts to be a rebel in the face of hate, when you've got a match and the hunger to burn me at the stake. But the fire of desire is stronger, something you just can't conquer. You know it's true, I won't care what I lose in the end. So light me up, yeah, you love to watch me burn. In the middle of the city square, chanting righteous prayers I'll never learn. As the smoke blows higher, high above the trees, I'm sure you'll make a fine example of what's left of me. I'm sure you'll make a fine example for the world to see. I'm sure you'll make a fine example of what's left of me. Hello, everybody! My name is Brina Kay. I'm so happy to see everybody here, like a full house at the Bowery Ball, this beautiful venue. First, I want to thank Mary and Shayna and Tyshawn for playing and joining me up here. Incredible. The first song that I played was actually a co-write between me and Ty, and in the recorded version, which is going to be on my EP, which all the songs tonight are going to be on my upcoming EP. She also sings, and sings incredibly. I kind of made her be like an entire church choir, so it's really cool and like one of my top songs on here. I've got Matthew Klinkenbeard on guitar, and then Kenzie Miracle on the fiddle. Fire coming off those strings. But yeah, so this is behind the songs, and this is basically, I'm just going to tell the stories behind all the songs that are going to be on my upcoming EP. So that one was inspired by a time when I just felt like I was being judged by people who didn't really know me or my story. And I literally thought of that hook as I was driving, and I had to like pull off to be a safe person, pull off in a gas station and like record that hook because it was in my head. And then I had no idea what to do with it. I tried to write verses, nothing was sticking, so I called Ty and I was like, Ty, I got this great song idea, I need some help. And she came in and we created this story, and it turned into Let Me Up. The next song I'm going to play, and I'm playing all the songs in the order of the EP. That was really important to me, kind of transitioning from song to song. But the next one is called Unfiltered, and it's kind of like the opposite of the song you just heard. So that one was very fiery, defiant, like I don't care what people think of me, I'm me, screw everyone. This is like
the flip side of that. So after you kind of calm down and have a moment with yourself, and you really have to like look at yourself in the mirror and sit with feeling ostracized, or feeling like you're not good enough, or feeling like you're not accepted. This is a song I wrote when I was pretty new to town. A lot of things were going wrong for me. I was obsessing way too much about my social media following, to the point where I was staying up way too late to make posts. I was trying to film a music video. I went to the mall and tried on a bunch of dresses, and none of them looked good. And I was like, well, the dresses must not be the problem, it's me. So I think this is my most vulnerable song, and I really am not a very vulnerable person. I like to put on a tough front. So yeah, this song is called Unfiltered, and I hope you like it. Feel the curves, smooth out the lines, and cover up what's dark and puffy underneath my eyes. And I look at my face till I see the same mistakes, every flaw in every place. I've learned to hate. There's only so much I can fake. Could you ever think I'm pretty with no makeup on? When I'm tired, when I'm angry, when I'm not that strong. Burden, am I worth it in the end? Should I show you all the angles they might never see? Cause I'm feeling like the walls are closing in on me. Could you love a girl still trying to learn to love the skies unfiltered? Love me unfiltered. Off the weight, go out my hair, spend my whole paycheck on a dress I'll hardly ever wear, compared with all the rest. Even when I'm at my best, anxious heartbeats in my chest, can't catch my breath when every step scares me to death. Could you ever think I'm pretty with no makeup on? When I'm tired, when I'm angry, when I'm not that strong. Burden, am I worth it in the end? Should I show you all the angles they might never see? When I'm feeling like the walls are closing in on me. Could you love a girl still trying to learn to love the skies unfiltered? And I wonder if you'll ever really know me. Cause the pictures, they don't show the sad and lonely. And I wonder if you'll ever really see me. And if it all broke down, would anyone believe me? Could you ever think I'm pretty with no makeup on? If it all went wrong. And should I show you all the angles they might never see? Cause I'm feeling like the walls are closing in on me. Could you love a girl still trying to learn to love the skies unfiltered? Love me unfiltered. Love me unfiltered. Thank you. Grab some more water real quick. Got dry mouth up here. Still have nerves, even if it's family.
Special.
Yeah. Alright, so fun fact about that song, the line, I look at my face and see the same mistakes, originally was I sing several takes, because I was in the process of recording another song, and I was doing a terrible job. It was so pitchy, and I was like, ah. Then I changed it to make it more universal. But that's a fun fact. You'll learn a lot of fun facts tonight, so it's cool. You got the sneak peek. This was actually supposed to be my original release date. It has since got pushed because of obstacles. This is a crazy town, a lot of crazy stuff happens, but I'm still happy everyone's here. And it's fun to tell the story of these songs.
So the next one is one that I co-wrote with Justin Love. He couldn't be here tonight, but he's a pretty amazing artist. It is inspired by a time when I kind of knew a friend of mine had a crush on me, and I already knew that I wasn't feeling it in that way. And just kind of how hard having to address that was, but knowing that it was the right thing to do. I think in that type of situation, like, you want to treat people the way you would want to be treated, and how I would want to be treated is not have my time wasted. And I have had my time wasted by people who, you know, used me liking them for their own validation and didn't want to, you know, set me free somewhere else where I could find someone who would be as into me as I was into them. So this is kind of just a song about yeah, treating people the way you would want to be treated. Even if it's a difficult conversation, it's the right thing to do. You gotta just suck it up and have a hard conversation. So this song is called Rather Hurt You Now. I respect your heart too much to drag this on. I see it when you look at me, there's something more you're wanting. And it would be easy to keep on taking when I know I won't give back. Am I being reckless if I walk away from that? Butterfly in my mind, I know it's time to face it. It's a clear line between wrong and right, so please don't complicate it. I know you think it's worth the risk, but I know what the outcome is, and I promise you I'm doing you a favor. 'Cause I'd rather hurt you now than later. Woo! The signs have gotten too hard to ignore, like the way you stop and linger at my front porch. You're moving closer, you wanna stay over longer than you know you should. I gotta do something before something between us gets misunderstood. Butterfly in my mind, I know it's time to face it. It's a clear line between wrong and right, so please don't complicate it. I know you think it's worth the risk, but I know what the outcome is, and I promise you I'm doing you a favor. 'Cause I'd rather hurt you now than 6 months in, caught up in everything you hoped one day would be, when you're missing out on someone else still chasing after me. So now it's butterfly in my mind, you're here, I've got to face it. It's a clear line between wrong and right, I hope you have the strength to take it. I know you think it's worth the risk, trust me, it's not. I've been through this, and I promise you I'm doing you a favor. And I'd rather hurt you now, I'd rather hurt you now, I'd rather hurt you now than later. Justin Love also sings background vocals on that song on the EP. It's important for me to like have my co-writers on the project with me because they're such amazing artists in their own right. So it was really fun to bring them into my little studio world and have them. They took both of Ty and Justin both took these songs to the next level with their vocals, so that was really exciting. Alright, so that was kind of like the emotional side of the EP. That's kind of what I call it in my mind. It's like 2 sections. So we've kind of got like the deep emotional part, and then we've kind of got like the more fun, carefree, uplifting part. So this song is one that I wrote when I didn't feel like I had a lot, but I wanted to like have a good mindset and focus on the things that I did have. And it's right here with me tonight. You know, it's really hard in this town. A lot of times
you're gonna feel like you're not good enough. You're gonna be told you're not good enough. You're around amazing, talented people, and and you don't have any money, and your friends and family are far away, and it's a really hard time. So it's really important to like focus on the things that you do have. And this song is really important to me because it's about the things that can never be taken from me. Like I can lose my job, I can, lose my apartment, which I've been going through it a lot this whole time. But they can never take away my drive. They can never take away my friends and family who are always in my corner. So this song is dedicated to all y'all out tonight, and it's called What I've Got. Woo!
I may not have the sports car or the mansion with a view, but I got something better, yeah, it always gets me through. And on the days I'm falling down or burning out or worse, I'll write, speak, and repeat this little verse. I've got faith, and I've got drive, a rebel heart that beats and keeps my dreams alive. And I've got family, and I've got friends, the kind that never leave my side through thick and thin. When I'm low on strength, I think I've lost my way. I got faith. I may not have connections, I'm connected to what's real. I may not have it in me to lie and cheat and steal, but what I got is something you can't buy but sure can feel. It's priceless, yeah, you'll like this kind of deal. I've got faith, and I've got drive, a rebel heart that beats and keeps my dreams alive. And I've got family, yeah, I've got friends, the kind that never leave my side through thick and thin. When I'm low on strength, I think I've lost my way. I got faith in the goals left to achieve, faith in my abilities. Life's got me on my knees, but I've got faith in the good times left to come, in tomorrow's rising sun, all the battles to be won. Yeah, I've got faith, and I've got drive, a rebel heart that beats and keeps my dreams alive. And I've got family, yeah, I've got friends, the kind that never leave my side through thick and thin. When I'm low on strength, I think I've lost my way. Low on strength, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I've got faith. Stay hydrated, people.
Another fun fact about that song is that I always liked that song. It was like a really cool song for me, but I did not think it was going to make the EP. And I'll let you know a little bit of the process. So me and my producer made like really rough demos of every single song that I had written to that point, and then kind of the first round of narrowing that down, which is like impossible. It's like trying to pick a favorite child, like you can't. Your songs are like your little babies. It's like you can't do it. But I sent it out to like kind of trusted songwriter friends whose like opinion on music I trusted, and we kind of tallied it, and that one was one of the top ones. And I was like, oh dang, that is not what I thought. That was not in my top 6 at all. And then when we went to produce it, my producer, Mike Anderson, he goes by Tommy in verse 2, he's in his own band, but we made like the grooviest track to it, and it's so much fun, and now it's one of my favorite songs on the EP. So just kind of goes to shows, like, when you start a project, you have no idea what it's going to turn into, and that one was like, I counted that song out, and it made it on there, which is kind of, the message of the song, like, don't count me out, I'm here, and I'm making it happen, and I've got what it takes, so
I really like that. The next one I'm going to do is one that I've been playing for a long time, so I was very excited to finally record it. Matt played it with me many a shows. And this one is kind of like one I would describe as a wise older sister or a trusted friend giving advice to somebody who is having relationship problems or keeps going back to someone who's like not treating them well. It's also kind of a transformative take on a classic song. But yeah, I've had a lot of friends where I'm like, my first thing if they're telling me that they're with a guy and they're not being nice to them and hurt their feelings, like one time I'm just like, leave them, bye, see ya. So this song is called Leave That Man, and I figure, you know, if anyone knows anyone going through that, and maybe they're not hearing you, because like most of the time they don't listen, but maybe in song form, if it's catchy, it's on loop in their brain, then it might stick. So that's why we're recording this song, and I'm very, very excited about it. Sometimes it's hard to be a woman in a world with such low standards for its men. But you don't have to stay there if he ain't gonna play fair, and he's cheating your good heart over and over again. You better leave that man on the side of the road, 'cause he ain't gonna get you where you wanna go. You ain't his mom, it ain't your job. Pack up your stuff, just move on. If you're upset he's messing with your head, then all that you should be, honey, is over it. It ain't your fault, he's an adult, should understand. And so leave that man as soon as you can, girl, leave that man. Sometimes it's hard for them to face it when a woman doesn't fall for that BS. Oh yes, if he's out having late nights, leaving your warm bedside, he ain't worth it. Go out searching for somebody else instead. You better leave that man on the side of the road, 'cause he ain't gonna get you where you wanna go. You ain't his mom, it ain't your job. Pack up your stuff, just move on. If you're upset he's messing with your head, then all that you should be, honey, is over it. It ain't your fault, he's an adult, should understand. So leave that man as soon as you can, girl, leave that man. Stand by yourself and no one else if he ain't seeing what you're worth. Stand by your pride, don't compromise till you find what you deserve. You better leave that man on the side of the road, 'cause he ain't gonna get you where you wanna go. You ain't his mom, it ain't your job. Pack up your stuff, just move on. If you're upset he's messing with your head, then all that you should be, honey, is over it. It ain't your fault, he's an adult, should understand. And so leave that man as soon as you can, girl. It's a big, bright, beautiful, bold world. Leave that man as soon as you can, girl. Leave that man. That is a lesson myself. I wish if I go back and talk to my younger self, I would say that, because no, I've got a great boyfriend. He's right here. So it's not a man bashing song at all. It's like, you know, get rid of the bad ones so you can find a good one. And I also wanted to say that Matt and Kenzie both are the session players on the CP. So this whole show, I really wanted to like celebrate some of the people who were part of this project. And yeah, and Kenzie wrote like the fiddle part for that one. I think that's like my most country song on it. We're gonna have like a washboard, and like we have fiddle and pedal steel. Yes,
I've played banjo too, so I'm really excited. I think that's my most like country song to date. Like I do like poppy country, but that one's like no question that is a country song. So the next song is the last song on the EP, so it's the closer. And like I said before, song placement was really important to me for this project. So, you know, we start off with Light Me Up, which is this character that's been ostracized, like people are trying to hunt her down, you know, and she feels bad, and we kind of go through this journey to this song, Dandelion, which is all about just kind of accepting yourself and loving yourself for how you are. And this is a song that I would write to my younger self. So if I was talking to myself as me now, to a little child, Brina, who was always running around crazy, getting into trouble. It was like a teacher told my mom that like I couldn't cut correctly, or like I was coloring outside the lines and like she's not coloring this right, and my mom was like, no, she's just creative. It's hard to be like a creative in this world. I think, especially out in Nashville, like a lot of us artists are like reminded daily that we should like go out and get a real job and like, you know, give up our dreams and be practical. And so, you know, this is kind of just like a way to say like, no, like you should be the you that you are and that you've always been, and not change for anybody, and not feel bad or ashamed about it. But thank you all so much for coming out. This has been a really fun time. I'm really excited. The EP is going to be out on March 31st. After the holidays, we're going to release some singles before that. So be sure to follow me on social media if you're new. Hi, my name's Brina. So nice to meet you. I'm happy you're here. You can go to brinakmusic.com, sign up for my email list. All my social media is on there too. Yeah, this song is everybody's favorite song of mine that I know. Probably like my most acclaimed one so far. And it's called Dandelion, and I hope you like it because I love it. Pretty little flowers on a windowsill never looked like that, 'cause you can't sit still. But you're still beautiful. With your crazy wavy hair in the backyard playing queen of the kingdom you created, oh, like a little miracle. But then I picked you up from school one day with tears falling down like a summer rain, and I just hope you hear me when I say, Dandelion, won't you stop your crying? You were sent to brighten up the world, my girl. They'll never hold you back if they don't pick you. It's just 'cause they don't get you. You're a wild thing they can't contain, but there ain't nothing wrong with you. So dry your eyes and hold your head high and fly, Dandelion. You said they didn't want to hear when you tried to sing. Roll their eyes when you question things. Oh, you're just not so typical. And you were never meant to draw within their lines. Never clip your wings or dip your shine. Please don't. You're so original. And I'll keep fighting for your right to be this way in the great wide open, unafraid. I hope you still believe me when I say, Dandelion, won't you stop your crying? Yes.